All right, so it's been nearly a year, but I finally have my Hemi Commander back. So, huge shout out to Pro Engines. The engine runs perfectly. I'm currently in the break-in phase right now. So, actually, let me take these out. Use those for work all the time. So, I can't tow with it right now. And I'm gonna have to replace the blower motor because it's making noise. And you can tell this vehicle sat for a year. And there was just no way around it. It's not like I could turn it on and run it and move it around my property. That just was not going to happen. So I am gonna have to deal with some of the stuff just having sat for a year. And I've always said the worst thing you can do to a vehicle is let a vehicle sit. But let me tell you, this thing, I am grateful to have it back. I am a diesel guy through and through. I love my diesel engines, and I'm a small diesel guy at that. I like small diesel engines. But there is something fun about having a Hemi V8. Like, I get it. I really do. But with that being said, the fuel in it right now is a year old. So I have been averaging a whopping 11.4 miles per gallon. Which officially makes this the worst fuel economy vehicle I own. Which is funny because, you know, in contrast, I could be driving my little diesel smart car and be getting, you know, 50 miles per gallon. But old gas, and we're having to break in the motor, and they gave me the break-in procedure. So that's not helping with things either. Also, I have only been doing quick little in-town runs. So, where this Hemi really thrives is at highways and interstates, not in-town driving. Oh yeah. I have heated leather seats. I really like that. Okay. So there are still several things on this Commander that will need to be addressed. The blower motor is a new thing. I need to address that. I need to fix the passenger side rear view mirror. It wobbles. I need to clearance parts of the frame underneath so I can mount the spare tire. I don't have the spare tire in it right now. And just little minor things here and there. Because when I bought this, this was not a perfect vehicle. I bought it used. So there are nicks, scratches, and little things here and there that need to be fixed. Getting up to temperature. Oh, that's like quarter throttle, and it's just, it goes, and I love it. Actually, that being said, I'm about to put fuel in this. I don't know where the fuel tank is. Okay, it's on my side. I actually think this is going to be the second time I've ever put gasoline in this. Actually, because when I bought it, it pretty much had a full tank, which is unusual when you buy a used vehicle. Normally they're right on empty. So, and because it does have year-old gasoline in it, I think I'm going to just bite the bullet and go ahead and put 93 octane in it. It can't hurt it. Let's put it that way. I think that's my thought process. Oh, but the other thing I didn't show, so the license plates are now on it, and I got it inspected as well. So this is a fully legal Jeep Commander. And truthfully, until my diesel Wrangler is done, my orange Wrangler, this is probably going to become my daily driver, because there's a lot of work that I need to do on my LJ Rubicon that I just haven't had the time or the space to really do. It needs a clutch in the near future, and also needs a shifter bushing so you can kind of find the gears correctly. So I'm going to replace those when I ever get around to building the LJ Rubicon, because I don't want to do it right now. Plus now I have this Jeep Commander that has, wait for a second, I can tell you, 31 miles. No, that's not how many miles. This has 63 miles on the motor. So we're doing good. I'm almost at the gas station, so I will see y'all as soon as I fill this up. Bye. This thing is massive, let me tell you. You definitely notice the size when you're driving in parking lots. But we are up to operating temperature. The engine builder did tell me to get on it when I got up to speed. So we're gonna get on it. Oh yeah. It was just barely over half throttle. She moves. As much as I am a diesel guy, I get V8s. I do. I get Hemis now. I really do. I just don't like working on them. I really like working on inline engines. They're easier. They're not as complex. Man, is that fun. I mean, I don't know if you can see this in the camera, but when you get on it, it does feel like it's lifting the front of the Commander. And this is no light vehicle. This thing is heavy. I get why there are people that want to swap these Hemi engines into Wranglers. It makes sense. Let's just roll into it a little bit. Jeez, it's just, it was like 30% throttle. I mean, it goes. And I've been driving my Rubicon so long that I'm noticing my hands resting on the automatic shifter because I've been so used to having to shift. And I would be lying to you if I didn't say it was amazing driving an automatic compared to a stick shift again. I know people love their stick shifts, and oddly enough, every time I complain about driving the LJ to my family, they laugh, because when I was younger, I kept saying, oh, there's no way I would own an automatic, you know, manual transmission for life. And I do believe there's a place for a manual. I really enjoyed my first Jeep, which was a Jeep Cherokee, and it had an AX15. That was a great transmission. I just think the NSG 370 is kind of a dog of a transmission, in my opinion. So a couple of the other things I have done. So when I sent this off to get a new engine installed in it, I went ahead and bought a replacement radiator. And it is an all aluminum, I believe, a 3-core radiator. And one of the reasons why I did that is I really do plan on doing some towing with this vehicle. It was one of the reasons why I bought it. It's so big, it's so long, it's so heavy, and it has so much power in that Hemi V8 realized this would actually be a really good tow vehicle. So I went ahead and just upgraded the radiator because the people at Pro Engines were able to install it for me, which was really awesome of them. So it does have a brand new radiator, so I don't have to worry about that. See if you can hear the blower motor. It doesn't always make noise. It's like the bearing is halfway to going bad, so it's just something I really need to look into. Okay. I know I'm burning a ton of fuel, but my God, is that fun. And again, I'm not going full throttle right now. And I'm letting off and letting it shift right before 4,000 RPM. I don't want to push this motor too hard. Though I am doing what they told me to do so I could break in the engine properly. So the Commander is back. I'm very happy to have it back. It needs a lot of small things here and there. It needed a lot of small things when I bought it. So all that stuff I still have to do. But for now, I'm going to just work on breaking in the motor, doing all the break-in procedures. I'm going to have to do an oil change in it in about 400 miles. Then after that, I'm going to have to do another oil change in another 1,000 miles. So there's a whole lot of things I'm going to just have to keep an eye on and whatnot. But anyway, it's YouTube. You know what to do. And I will see y'all again very soon. Goodbye.